let me start off with pre-quarterfinal quiz number 10. We are moving on to pre-quarterfinal quiz number 10. Pre-quarterfinal quiz number 9 was absolutely amazing, very, very exciting, very, very engaging in multiple ways. Just one moment. I'm just going to open up pre-quarterfinal quiz number 10. Okay, so I've shared the screen. Can you all see the screen, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Pre-quarterfinal quiz.
Yes, sir.
So pre-quarterfinal quiz number 9 was super exciting. We had students from 6 different schools participating. We had a tiebreaker which went into the third question. Okay, so there were 3 back-to-back questions before we got the runner-up for that quiz. It's absolutely excellent, very exciting, and I'm sure that pre-quarterfinal number 10 is going to be equally exciting because we have some fabulous students from all across India. We are in the All India Global Jigyasa Online Inter-School Quiz Contest. For everyone's reference, all of you who are just joining us, it is conducted by SkillSphere Education, a pan-India skill set development and general awareness enhancement organization. We conduct a range of soft skill development programs for students in schools and colleges all across India. We are based out of Mumbai. At this point in time, we are based online like every other organization in the world. And we basically conduct programs online as well as offline, which focus on the development of public speaking skills, general knowledge, and a plethora of other 21st century skills for students right from grades 3 onwards to graduation. Yours truly, my name is Anant Prasad, and I'm the founder and managing director of SkillSphere Education. And more importantly, I'm the quiz master for this quiz contest. In this quiz contest, we have 35 participating schools. In fact, not 14, but 15 cities. 35 participating schools from 15 cities. Probably the biggest, in fact, the biggest quiz of its kind being conducted for school students online over Zoom. We have students of grade 6 to 8, 105 of them. We have already gone through 9 pre-quarterfinals and selected 18 students. We are going to be selecting 2 more students at the end of this pre-quarterfinal. And then we finally have our quarters, semis, and our grand finale, which is on this Sunday, the 17th of May, 2020. So a very exciting week of quizzing. I hope all of you keep logging into Facebook to keep checking out our different quizzes day by day. Very quickly, just let me tell you about the rules. All of the students already know about these rules. The quiz is going to be conducted, or it is being conducted via Zoom, following all the essential Ministry of Health Home Affairs guidelines for security. It's only being streamed live on Facebook. All those who have joined us on YouTube are being redirected to Facebook. The reason for this is that due to Zoom technicalities, we can only stream on one of these platforms. So we are actually streaming on Facebook. Okay. Participating students have to be isolated at the venue they are participating from. That's very important. No person is allowed because it is an online quiz. We have to make sure discipline is in place. Students can neither mute nor switch off their videos during the quiz. You can neither mute nor switch off your videos. In case of disconnections or connectivity issues, we will try and adjust. But if it leads to a competitive advantage, I am very sorry, but I will have to forfeit a question. For example, if you are disconnecting in the middle of a question by mistake, I will have to forfeit that question. Any form of cheating will result in disqualification, but I know you all are great students from great schools, so we do not expect any cheating at all. And yours truly, the quiz master, my decision is final. Okay? You all have been allowed to keep cell phones, but the only number you're allowed to contact on your cell phone is Fursan sir's number in case of any connectivity issues. That's the only reason students have been allowed to keep their cell phones. Okay, so without further ado, let's quickly start. Okay, we have 16 pre-quarterfinal quizzes, and this is pre-quarterfinal quiz number 10. We are over halfway there now, and as all of you know, if you all have been watching the quizzes, all of them are based on 4 different themes. All of them are themed on different sports. That does not mean that the questions are based on sports, just the format is based on sports. And we have 4 different themes: cricket, soccer, kabaddi, and basketball. All right. This is pre-quarterfinal number 10 that's based on the theme of basketball. So all the different rounds are based around basketball. So very quickly, let's jump into round number 1. And I wish all the students the very, very best. You'll also wish me all the best.
All the best, sir.
All the best, sir.
Thank you all of you. Wish Ashi ma'am also all the best. She's scoring
All
you.
the best, ma'am.
All the best.
We have
All the
Ashi
best,
ma'am,
ma'am.
Ashi Chandalia, the assistant quiz master for this quiz, along with Fursan Lakhani and Anas Mirza from our admin team, our head of admin and a coordinator for social media respectively. Let's start off very quickly. Round 1, the 3-pointer. So the 3-pointer is a challenging shot in basketball. It needs to be shot from the perimeter. You know, there's a semicircle. You have to stand outside the semicircle and shoot. It's very difficult as compared to a regular two-pointer because you're farther away from the basket. So accuracy becomes very important, and only the sharp shooters, those very accurate shooters typically attempt three-pointers. So I hope you are one of those. And I'll tell you how the three-pointer format follows in this round. What happens is that each one of you will be asked one direct question. Each of you students will be asked one direct question. If you answer this question correctly, you get plus 20 points. There is no negative marking. If you answer this question correctly, you get plus 20 points. However, if you do not know the answer, you can ask for a hint. But if you ask for a hint, the points that the question is worth will become half immediately. So 20 points will become 10 points. Okay? There is no negative marking. No questions get carried forward. And most importantly, if you answer a question incorrectly, you cannot ask for a hint after that. Before answering, you have to ask for a hint. Everybody clear? Simple.
Sir, how many hints are there?
Only one hint. After one hint, you have to answer. And
Only in this round?
No,
Only
per
in this round.
question one hint, or
So let's say
in all the
Manthan,
questions we have only one
yours
hint.
is, for every question there's only one hint. For example, Manthan, question one is asked to you. You don't know the answer, you can ask for a hint. If you answer the question without a hint, you get 20 points. But after asking for the hint, the question becomes worth 10 points only. This process follows for each one of the questions. Every question has one hint that will be given. Is that cool? Clear to all?
Yes.
Everybody sure?
Yes, sir.
All the best participants. Manthan, the first question actually goes out to you. Manthan, from Euroschool Airoli, which is in Navi Mumbai. Your question is this. This Indian monument was made to commemorate around 70,000 British Indian soldiers who lost their lives in World War I. Can you name this monument, Manthan? In 5, 4,
So hint.
hint. It will be what, 10 points? Are you sure you want the hint?
Yes.
Okay. The hint is, it is situated in New Delhi. Can you
Amar
name
Jawan
this monument? The Amar Jawan Jyoti is unfortunately actually the incorrect answer. Okay. On technical grounds, that's the incorrect answer. That was actually made to commemorate the loss of lives during the 1971 Bangladesh War. Okay. The correct answer is India Gate. Okay. It's India Gate. Okay. The 70,000 soldiers that we are talking about, the British Indian soldiers, India Gate was made for them. Amar Jawan Jyoti was only made after the 1971 war between India and Pakistan. I'm sorry, Manthan, I cannot give you points for this. All right. No worries, but there's a lot of time to catch up, so don't worry. Sampan from City Pride School, Pune, your question is this. This Indian cricket batsman holds the record for scoring the first double century in ODI cricket. Can you name him?
Can I get a hint? Hint.
It will be what, 10 points after the hint. Fursan, please check on Hevyang. His video has disappeared. Are you sure you want the hint?
Okay, yes.
The hint is he also holds the record for scoring most runs in ODIs as well as test matches. Can you name this famous player?
Rohit Sharma.
I am so sorry. That is unfortunately the incorrect answer. The question is scoring most runs. Anybody else for fun would like to answer this for us?
Sachin Tendulkar.
Sachin Tendulkar is the correct answer, one of the greatest batsmen of all time. Rohit Sharma has scored more double centuries than Sachin Tendulkar has, but we hope he beats Sachin Tendulkar's records for both ODIs and tests, but he's still not close to it. He's still far away from it. Okay, let's quickly move on. The next question is for our student from Elpro International School, Sri Charan. Sri Charan from Elpro International School, Pune. Your question is this. This movie is the highest grossing Hollywood movie of all time, released recently. Can you name it? Highest grossing Bollywood movie of all time. Do you want a hint? 5,
Yes, sir.
4,
Hint.
3,
Sir, hint.
hint. What, 10 points after the hint? The hint is it is a superhero movie from the Marvel Cinematic Universe and has many superheroes. You have to be specific for with your answer. Can you name it? Superhero movie from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, he doesn't know the answer. Anybody would like to answer this for us?
Can I answer? Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame is the correct answer. No worries, Sri Charan, it happens sometimes. No worries. Let's quickly move on to Hevyang from Lexicon International School, Wagholi, Pune. Hevyang, can you hear me clearly,
Yes,
Baba? Your
Yes,
question,
sir.
Hevyang, is this. Saurav Ganguly is the chairperson of this Indian organization. 5.
The hint. Hint.
A hint, it's worth 10 points after the hint. It is the national governing body for cricket in India.
BCCI.
Is the correct answer. 10 points to Hevyang. Well done. Board of Control for Cricket in India, or the BCCI. Well done, Hevyang. 10 points to you. Let's move on very quickly to question number 5, which is for Anish from Mansukh Kothari National School, Pune. Anish, your question is this. This country has been in a constant conflict with Palestine and neighboring Arab countries, unfortunately, for more than 70 years now. Can you name this country? I'll actually add to this because this question, in my opinion, is slightly incomplete. Okay. Can you actually name this country which has Tel Aviv as its capital?
What, sir?
Can you name this country which has Tel Aviv as its capital? Okay. Recognized capital is Tel Aviv still.
Sir, can you give me?
I can give you a hint. I've added to this anyway because I thought this question was slightly incomplete. I did not want any form of questioning taking place where, you know, there was a little bit of discrepancy. So I've given you an additional hint here. Tel Aviv is the capital. It's not really a hint. I've just added to this question. Your direct hint is, of course, Tel Aviv is the capital of this country. And another hint that I'll give you, because I added Tel Aviv in that earlier point, is Jerusalem is also a region that this country is fighting over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am sorry, Anish. I don't see an answer from you. Anybody else would like to answer this for us?
Israel. Israel.
Israel is the correct answer. Okay. I added Tel Aviv to the first part itself because I thought it was slightly unclear. A lot of Arab countries are fighting with each other. I just realized that we've made, we could have made it more complete. That's why I added it there. But yes, Israel is the correct answer. No worries, Anish. Let's move on to Shaurya. Shaurya from Sri Ram Centennial School, Indore. Shaurya from Sri Ram Centennial School, Indore. Your question is this. This person holds the record for serving as the Prime Minister of India for the longest time, Shaurya. Can you name him? Or do you
Sir, can you give a hint?
It will be what, 10 points after the hint. Do you want a hint, Shaurya?
Yes, sir.
Hint is Children's Day is celebrated on this person's birth anniversary. Can you name him? Shaurya?
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Jawaharlal Nehru is what you said. It is the correct answer. 10 points to Shaurya. Well done, Shaurya. Well done. Okay. You know, you got stuck on Neher, but that's fine. I just gave you the points. You were very close to the answer. That is acceptable. Jawaharlal Nehru is the first PM of India as well. Longest serving Prime Minister of India as of now. Okay. Let's quickly move on. 10 points to Shaurya. Abhay from Maharana Mewar Public School, Udaipur. This is your direct question. Pushkar is celebrated in this state every year. Can you name the state, Abhay?
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan is the correct answer. It happens to be the largest state in India as well. 20 points to Abhay. Well done. Very lucky. It's the luck of the draw. Abhay happens to be from Udaipur, which is in Rajasthan. So probably he would know that slightly better than the others. But well done. 20 points to Abhay. Let's quickly see what are the scores at the end of round 1. Just give us a moment. Let me move. This was for round 2. Let's move on to pre-quarter final number 10. Can you all see my screen, everybody? Let me just stop the share and reshare it just in case. Can you all see the screen, everyone? Can you all see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
End of round 1. Manthan from Euroschool Airoli, to be more precise, Euroschool Airoli Navi Mumbai, still has to open his score. He is on 0 points. Sampan Sanghai from City Pride School Pune on 0 points. Sri Charan Malampati from Elpro International School Pune also on 0. Hevyang from the Lexicon International School Wagholi Pune is on 10 points. Anish Bansal from Mansukh Kothari National School Pune on 0. Shaurya Singh Chauhan from Sri Ram Centennial School Indore on 10 points. And Abhay Sharma at this point in time from Maharana Mewar Public School, Udaipur, is in the lead with 20 points. But this is just the beginning. We have 2 more rounds and a lot of things change. So all the very best students, let's quickly move on to round number 2. Give me a moment. Let me move to round number 2. Round number 2 is this. Round number 2 of our quiz, it's called Slam Dunk. So the slam dunk is one of the most popular moves in basketball. A player drives to the basket, typically using a layup, and slams the ball into the basket. This is what all of you participants need to do. You need to slam dunk the question in order to get the maximum points possible in this round. If a player misses a slam dunk though, it is typically not the best side. It becomes very embarrassing. And the same thing is going to happen in this round also. If you miss your slam dunk, you're not going to get embarrassed, but what's going to happen is that the question is going to get carried forward. You will get negative points. So in this round, each one of you gets a direct question, 1 direct question each, plus 20 points for answering it correctly, minus 5 points for answering it incorrectly. So for a direct question, it is plus 20 and minus 5. If you answer a question incorrectly, or if you pass a question, by the way, if you pass a question, if you do not answer at all, there is no negative marking. But if you give an answer and if it's incorrect, you get minus 5 points. Okay. Questions do get carried forward in this round, and they get carried forward in the order that I've asked questions. I have a list in place. I will follow that order. For a question that gets carried forward, Sri Charan, there's a lot of disturbance at your end.
No, sir.
Okay, no worries. Just don't worry. Okay. Questions do get carried forward. For every question that gets carried forward, you get plus 10 points for a correct answer. There is no negative marking for a carry forward question answered incorrectly. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
all sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, superb. Quickly go on to question number 1. We'll go backwards this time. Question number 1 is for Abhay. Abhay, who's the current Prime Minister of Canada?
They can give a hint.
There are no hints. There are no hints here. It's only plus 20 minus 5. If you don't know the answer, it passes on. This round has no hints. Abhay, who is the current Prime Minister of Canada? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Passes on to Manthan.
Pass.
Passes on to Sampan.
No, I also don't know. Pass.
Passes on to Sri Charan.
Sir, Justin Trudeau. Justin
Is
Trudeau.
the correct answer. Sri Charan from Elpro International School, Pune opens his score. Justin Trudeau is the correct answer. 10 points to Sri Charan for this question, please. Well done. Well done. Let's move on to the next person. Shaurya
Yes,
from
sir.
Sri Ram Centennial School, Indore. This is your direct question.
Kuala Lumpur.
What is the capital of Malaysia? He was quick off his entire start and he's definitely answered it correctly. The correct answer is KL or Kuala Lumpur. 20 points to Shaurya, please. Let's move on to the next student. Anish from Mansukh Bhai Kodari National School. Anish, your question is this. Name the author of The Magic of the Lost Temple and The Man from the Egg. She is an inspirational lady who is also the wife of a very, very famous Indian industrialist.
Sudha Murthy.
Is the correct answer. Well done, Anish. 20 points to you. All of you are doing quite well in this round. Anish, 20 points to you. Very quickly, let's move on to the next question. The next question is for Divyang from Lexicon International School, Wagholi. Sudha Murthy was the correct answer. One of my favorite Indian ladies. Very great book, simple books, nice stories she shares. All of you must go ahead and read some of her books. Okay, very easy reads. Question for you, Hevyank, is who is the founder of Reliance Industries?
Mukesh Ambani.
Is unfortunately the incorrect answer. Minus 5 points to Hevyank. It gets carried on to Anish. Anish, do you know the answer?
Dhirubhai Ambani.
Is the correct answer. Well done. Dhirubhai Ambani was Mukesh Ambani's father, founder of Reliance Industries. 10 points to you, Anish. So Anish gets 10 points. We now move on to the direct question for Sri Charan. Sri Charan from Elpro International School, Pune. Your direct question is this. This state is known as the Rice Bowl of India. Can you name it?
West Bengal. West Bengal.
Minus 5 to Sri Charan. It passes on to Hevyank. Divyank
Sir, Maharashtra.
is the incorrect answer. Not the rice bowl of India. Passes on to Anish. Anish?
Manipur.
Manipur is incorrect. Shaurya
Andhra Pradesh.
is the correct answer. 10 points to Shaurya. Andhra Pradesh is in fact the rice bowl of India. Interesting. A lot of us would have thought otherwise, but Andhra Pradesh is the rice bowl of India. Very quickly, 10 points to Shaurya. Let's quickly move on to Sampan from City
Yes.
Pride School in Pune. Sampan, this is your direct question. Name the founder and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. Name the founder and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. 5.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
Musk is the correct answer. 20 points to you, Sampan. Well done. My
Thank
God, a
you.
lot of things are changing around in this round. Let's see what the scores are at the end of it. But before that, we have the direct question for Manthan. Manthan, are you with me, Baba?
Yes.
Manthan, your direct question is, Shillong is the capital of which Indian state?
Nagaland.
Is unfortunately the incorrect answer. Minus 5 points to Manthan. The question moves on to Sampan.
Shillong is the capital of which Indian state?
Passes on to long. Sri Charan
Meghalaya. Meghalaya.
is the correct answer. Shillong is the capital of Meghalaya. Kohima is the capital of Nagaland. So Nagaland was the incorrect answer. The correct answer is Meghalaya. 10 points to Sri Charan. Well done, Sri Charan. Lot of movement at the end of this round. Very quickly, let's take a tab of the scores. Let's see what the scores are. Ashi, are we ready with the scores?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, let's see what the scores are. So at the end of this round, we see Manthan Vora. You're on minus 5, but no worries, Manthan. You'll be able to catch up. You have another round with you, and a lot of things can change. Sampan Sanghai from City Pride School, Pune on 20 points. Sri Charan Malampatti from Elpro International School, Pune on 15 points. Hevyang Bhatt from the Lexicon International School, Wagholi, Pune on 5 points. Anish Bansal from Mansukh Kothari National School, Pune on 30 points. Shaurya Singh Chauhan from Shriram Centennial School, Indore on 40 points, and Abhay Sharma from Maharana Mewar Public School, Udaipur on 20 points. So at this point in time, Shaurya from Shriram Centennial School, Indore is in the lead, followed by Anish from Mansukh Kothari National School. Lot of movement at the end of this round. As I told you, a lot of things change in round 2, round 3, and I promise you in round 3 also you'll see changes. Very quickly, let's move on to round 3 at this point in time. Let me just switch it on. Okay, round 3 of this theme basketball pre-quarterfinal number 10 is called double dribble. So in basketball, a double dribble is actually a violation. It's a foul. You know, no player is allowed to dribble or bounce the ball with 2 hands. Only 1 hand is allowed. Okay.
Yes,
In this quiz, though, a double dribble means something a little different. In this round, each participant will be asked one question that is worth 15 points. There's no negative points for answering incorrectly. If you answer the question, only for 15 points. But a participant can ask for doubling the points for the question if the participant likes. In such a case, the question will be worth 30 points. So you're doubling the points will be worth 30 points. That's why I told you a lot of things can change. However, for answering the question incorrectly after doubling to 30 points, if you answer the question incorrectly, you will get minus 10 points. There is no carry forwards in this round. Okay, very clearly, direct question is worth 15 points. You have to say double before you answer. You cannot answer and then say double. Before answering, hold your horse, be patient and say double, and then the question will be worth 30 points. But if you answer the question incorrectly, then you will get minus 10 points. Are you all clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everyone? Okay, very good. All the best. Let's start backwards this time. This time we'll start with Abhay. Actually, we started backwards. This time we'll start from the middle. The exact middle is Hevyang from Lexicon International School, Wagholi, Pune. Lexicon International School, Wagholi is Hevyang. Your question is this. Who is the current Supreme Commander of the Indian Armed Forces, Hevyang? You need to name the person. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need an answer.
Sir, I don't know.
No worries. Anybody would like to answer for the fun? The questions do not get carried forward here. Anybody?
So president is on.
So yes, very good, Manthan. What is the name of the
Ramnath
president?
Govind.
Ramnath Kovind is the correct answer. Ramnath Kovind, the President of India. Ramnath Kovind. Even if you said President, I would have probably given you the points. Okay, Supreme Commander of the Indian Armed Forces is always the President of India. Let's move on to the next student. It's Anish. Anish, your direct question is, can you name the first Indian who went to space?
Rakesh Sharma.
Rakesh? Can you say it again?
Sharma.
Rakesh Sharma is the
Rakesh
correct
Sharma.
answer. Yeah, sorry, it was slightly unclear, but Rakesh Sharma is the correct answer. 15 points to Anish. Well done. Super Anish, 15 points to you. You could have doubled if you knew the answer. Maintain your horse, hold your horse, as I told you. But nonetheless, 15 points at this point in time to Anish. Let's quickly move on to Shaurya from Shriram Centennial School in Indore. Shaurya, your direct question is, can you name an Indian Carnatic singer from Madurai, Tamil Nadu, who was awarded the Bharat Ratna in 1998 for Carnatic music? 5, 4, Shaurya, 3,
Sir, I don't know.
1. Okay, no worries. Anybody would like to try? Very great person.
MS Subbulakshmi.
MS Sricharan is right. MS Subbulakshmi is the correct answer. MS Subbulakshmi, Carnatic music expert, one of the greatest Indians. Let's quickly move on to Abhay from Maharana Mewar Public School, Udaipur. Abhay, your question is, can you name this famous Brazilian footballer, considered one of the greatest footballers, who's the only one to have won the FIFA World Cup a record 3 times?
Will you double the answer? Double the points of answer.
I can double it. Yes, I can double it.
Sir, the answer is Pele.
Pele is the correct answer. Doubled. 30 points to Abhay. Suddenly things have changed in this entire round. 30 points to Abhay. Well done. Pele, one of the greatest footballers of all time. Only person to win the World Cup himself 3 times. Okay. Well done. Let's quickly move on to Manthan. Manthan, your direct question is this. Name a research center named after Homi Bhabha, located in Trombay, Mumbai, Maharashtra.
Sir, can you double?
Yes, I can double it.
Baba Atomic Center.
You need to name it exactly, very clearly.
Baba Atomic Center.
Baba Atomic Center is unfortunately the incorrect answer. I'll give you one last chance because you're very close. Would you like to try and correct your answer? It would be incorrect of me to give you points. I am sorry, Manthan. I am not going to be able to give you points. You were very
So can
close.
I try?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Manthan. It would be unfair of me. The correct answer is very close to what Manthan has said, but we needed the exact answer. It's fine, it happens sometimes. The answer is BARC or Bhabha Atomic Research Center. Okay. Since the name was already there, Bhabha, we need to be very specific about it. In Trombay, Bhabha Atomic Research Center is located. No worries. Unfortunately, Manthan gets -10 on this. All right. Let's quickly move on to Sampan from City Pride School, Pune. Sampan, The Discovery of India is a very popular book about India's history. It was written by the author when he was in jail during the Indian freedom movement. The author was born in Allahabad, now Prayagraj. Can you name the author, Sampan? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sampan passes. Anybody would like to answer for the fun of it?
Sir, so
Yes,
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Yes,
Jawaharlal
The
Nehru.
Discovery of India was written by Jawaharlal Nehru, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Well done, Hevyang. Unfortunately, no points for this. The last question goes to Sri Charan from Elpro School. A lot can still change in this entire quiz depending upon the answer by Sri Charan. So Sri Charan, the question is, this female tennis player holds the record for the maximum Grand Slam titles won by any tennis player, male or female. Can you name her, Sri Charan?
Sir, can you double?
Yes, I can double it.
Yes, Serena Williams.
Is the correct answer. Well done. 30 points to Sri Charan. The correct answer is Serena Williams. Well done. Serena Williams is the correct answer. So let's see what movement has taken place. Ashi, I think everything has moved around, hasn't it? Lot of changes, lot of movement. Let's see what the situation is very quickly. At the end of round 3, After everybody's questions, Manthan unfortunately was very close to getting Baba Atomic Research Center right. And even if he had got it right, it would not really change the outcome of the quiz, but he was very close. Minus 15, unfortunately, because he did not get it entirely correct. But Manthan, do not be disheartened. You have participated really well. You knew a lot of answers as well. Just sometimes we don't know the answers that are asked to us in a quiz. Happens.
Yes,
Sampan ends on 20 points. Sri Charan Malampati from Elpro International School, Pune on 45 points. Hevyang Bhatt on 5 points from Lexicon International School, Wagholi, Pune. Anish Bansal from Mansukh Kothari National School, Pune on 45 points. Shaurya Singh Chauhan from Shriram Centennial School, Indore. Very close, Shaurya, very close. It was very close. Unfortunately, went on 40 points. And Abhay Sharma from Maharana Mehwar Public School, Udaipur. You end on 50 points. Abhay Sharma, you are the winner of pre-quarterfinal number 10. You definitely qualified. Let's give Abhay Sharma a big round of applause. But the more interesting point and the funny point is, once again, Ashi, we have a tiebreaker on our hands. We have a tiebreaker. Again, a tiebreaker. We have a tiebreaker in pre-quarterfinal number 9. The second person who's going to qualify is once again going to be decided via a tiebreaker. So very quickly, we are going to go into the rules of the tiebreaker. Who are the two students participating in the tiebreaker, Ashi?
Sri Charan Malampati and Anish Bansal.
Both students from Pune, Sri Charan Malampati from Elpro International School and Anish Bansal from Mansukhlal Kothari National School. Let's see which one of you two actually ends up qualifying. So let me explain how this tiebreaker will work. I will ask both of you one question. Okay, both of you will be asked one question at a time, not the same question at a time. Anish, you will be asked the question. Sri Charan will be asked the question first, followed by Anish. Sri Charan, if you answer incorrectly, and this question doesn't get carried forward. So Sri Charan, if you answer incorrectly and Anish answers correctly, Anish goes through. The opposite works. If both of you answer correctly or both of you answer incorrectly, we'll repeat the process. Is that fine? Clear? So very quickly, let's move on. The first question is for Sri Charan. Sri Charan, your direct question is this. The Indian National Army was created under the leadership of this great Indian freedom fighter to secure India's independence during World War II. Can you name this revolutionary leader?
Sir, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Is the correct answer. Well done, Sri Charan. Sri Charan, you have answered correctly. We still have to wait to see what happens though, because if our friend Anish answers correctly, we'll repeat the entire process. Just a moment, please. Just let me go to a question. Let's go to an extra question. Just one moment. Okay, 1 second. Anish, your question is, it's a very clear-cut question. This city happens to be the first planned city of India. This city happens to be the first planned city of India. Anish, can you name it?
Can you give a hint?
I'm so sorry, Anish. I cannot give you a hint. All I can tell you is it's located in North India. That much help I'll give you. 5, 4, 3.
Delhi?
Is the incorrect answer. I am so sorry, Anish. Delhi is not a planned city. The first planned city is also a union territory and the capital of 2 cities in
Chandigarh.
India. The correct answer is Chandigarh. It was the first planned city of India. Okay, no worries. You have participated fabulously well. It was a very high scoring quiz with 45 points. Both you, Anish, as well as Sri Charan have done very, very well. A couple of other students like Shaurya were also very close. But at this point in time, the runner-up and a person who qualifies for the quarterfinals is Sri Charan. Okay, not you, Anish, but well done, Anish. Give Anish a big round of applause, everybody. Give all yourselves a big round of applause. So Sri Charan, very well done. Congratulations to you, Sri Charan, and of course to you, Abhay. We will see you all in the quarterfinals. Everybody, before we end, just like we customarily do for every one of our other quizzes, let me very quickly give you all a few pieces of information that might be important. All right, all of you. So basically, just to give you a little bit of information, every week SkillSphere actually has a free quiz every Sunday called the Global Jigyasa Weekly Current Affairs Quiz. It has 10 questions with 4 options each, all related to the happenings of the world in a particular week. So if you attempt the quiz, you will be updated about what's taking place in the world in a particular week. It is attempted by over 50,000 students and adults across India. And if you'd like to receive this quiz, all you need to do is SMS or WhatsApp the word subscribe. SMS or WhatsApp the word subscribe to 99871 34522. I'll repeat the number 99871 34522. All right. Very exciting piece of news. In June 2020, we are going to be launching our Global Jigyasa app. It's the first app of its kind which will have daily quizzes and daily news bulletins related to what is happening every day. And stay tuned for more updates on this. If you follow our weekly current affairs quiz, you will also get to know more about the Global Jigyasa app. So it's going to be coming out in June 2020. My team and I are super excited about it. And lastly, very importantly, we have also launched something called the SkillSphere e-quiz workshop online. A lot of students, a lot of teachers, a lot of parents, a lot of adults asked us about starting off quiz workshops. We are very excited to tell you that we have started off with our own quiz workshop for students of ages 10 to 13 years during the lockdown. It is called the SkillSphere e-quiz club. It has 5 sessions of 1.5 hours each. You can always attend a free demo session. Any of you who are watching the quiz on live stream as well. To attend a free demo, all you need to do is give us a call on 73042 7730. I repeat, 73042 7730. You can also give us a call on 88506 32323. I repeat, 88506 32323. And with that, we have come to an end of pre-quarterfinal quiz number 10. Congratulations to all of you for having been sent by our schools. And I wish you all the very, very best for your future. Stay hungry, stay foolish, stay enlightened, stay excited, stay energized, stay motivated, stay encouraged, and stay amazing.